Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia, for human welfare and humanity, saving, trying to help, giving what I have, what is left of me. Please cooperate here with me now on Surah 3, Ayat 151, the Shia Tafsir, Shia commentary. Going to look at this Surah 3, Ayat 151. We will cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve for what they have associated with Allah, of which He had not sent down authority. And their refuge will be the fire, and wretched is the residence of the wrongdoers. Hope you can hear me clearly. So, Shias would say that no, this Allah is not a terror, right? And definitely so. Reading this tafsir of Aka first, Aka Medipuya's tafsir, then I'll go to Tafsir al Mizan, Allama Tabatabai tafsir. Oh, I tried. So this is the Shia tafsir. I have to again, Al Imran. Oh, I have to again. Okay, I refresh the page. Sorry, have to go back in. Choose again. Doesn't save the settings. So look at what the Shias will come out with this. Reading Aka Medipuya's tafsir on this, that how wrong uh, Zahra's propaganda, or Zahra is ignorant. She just read the ayat like this without context. So this is in context to the events of the Battle of Uhud, says Aka Medipuya, who was a Shia religious scholar and Quran tafsir expert. So, the events of the Battle of Uhud, described in the commentary of verses 121 and 122, should be carefully studied to understand the meaning of the terror Allah had cast into the hearts of the disbelievers. It was through Ali, Yadallah, the hand of Allah, that the Almighty turned the Makkans after their show of a victory into a terror-stricken bunch of rats. Rats. Terror-stricken bunch of rats, hastily fleeing to Hamra al-Asad, a curious sight indeed of a victorious army in humiliating retreat instead of advancing to Medina to lay it in ruins. Right? Sorry, excuse me. So yeah, to understand the meaning of terror, we have to go to the commentary of the verses 121 and 122. But Akamedi Puya starts with the Battle of Uhud and doesn't here say anything, but he will say it there, 121 and 122, about the reason why terror, Allah casts terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve. Here in this ayat, reason is given, but we have to be diverted to, let's go again to multilingual Quran, Aka Medipuya. I haven't, multilingual Quran. I haven't read the commentary on this surah of 121 and 122. Al Imran's third chapter of the Quran, Shakir Puya commentary. One, one, two. What's this? What's the ayat also? And when you did go forth early in the morning from your family to lodge the believers in encampments for war, and Allah is hearing, knowing. 12 months after the Battle of Badr, Muslims able to fight. Where's Allah's fascinating, abrupt fight? So they have to start here. Of course, sometimes you have to start to explain things somewhere else, from somewhere else, and then go. At times I do too, to explain the whole thing and do justice to it. Ali puts so memorable a fight that Jibreel glorified. Who started the fight? The battlefield like frightened rats. Proud warriors of Arabia. So they won in the battle of Uhud. Maybe Hunain, they lost. The Muslims lost. On deserting the Muslims to Medina. Oh God, this is really very serious. Then what's the commentary? And Allah did certainly assist you at Badr when you were weak. Oh, they won at Badr but lost at Uhud, the Muslims. Badr was a campaign ground. Allah had reinforced Muslims. Muslims were four in numbers. Verse 127 infers the facts that 70 of the chosen chiefs of the Quraysh were slain and 70 others were taken captive. A complete rout through Ali, Yadullah, hand of Allah. Where's the terror? Am I on the right? Wait. So let's go back, right? They want to divert you. You know why? No, the Muslims lost in the Battle of Uhud, won in the first battle against the Baltis, Makkan Baltis. It's called the Battle of Badr. 121 and should be carefully studied to understand the meaning of the terror. Yes, we can understand the meaning of terror, but here it says that the reason why Allah wants to cast terror in the hearts of those who disbelieve, because they set up with Allah that for which He has sent down no authority, set up with Allah, sharik Allah, right? Partners with Allah, things, someone. This is the reason why. But, again, Akamedipuya, the commentary, Shia commentary, they're not, he hasn't gone straight to say that this is the reason why. Not because it's a battle, the Uhud taking you to the battle of Uhud or Badr, and they started the fight first. They started the fight first, the Baltians. No, they didn't start the fight first, anyways. If you read proper history and read through the lines, it was they were attacking in Medina, the Muslim and Prophet Muhammad were attacking the caravans when they were in Medina, going out to attack wherever the caravans they found of the Makkan polytheists. That's how the war started. Now, the reason here is clear, right? It's clear that Allah cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve because they were mushriks. And because without authority of Allah, they were sent down by Allah about having set up things with a set up partners or associating partners with Allah, like Allah Himself does in Surah 5 at 55. But this is the reason why Shias, can you see? And then we go to Tafsir al Mizan. This is Allama Tabatabai Tafsir on this ayat. Surah 3, ayat 151. We will cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve because they set up with Allah that for which He has sent down no authority. And the abode is the fire, and evil is the abode of the unjust. It is a beautiful promise to the believers. Beautiful promise to the believers that God will help them through terror and scare. By terrorizing others and scaring others who are not in war with them, just that others, like disbelievers who may be peaceful, like believe, non-Muslim, non-Muslims who are peaceful and not violent. A beautiful promise to the believers by Allah. Wow, amazing Shia. If I had read this before doing O levels, I would have left this. But then I would, at those times, those olden times, uh, when I was young, we didn't have this. We didn't have these phones and iPhones and iPads and screencasting and social media. We didn't even dream about them, not even computers at that time, just typewriters. So look at this. Where it stands, right? Allah is a terrorizer of these disbelievers who associate with Allah for which He has not sent down authority. Among the special, the messenger of God used to mention scare among the special bounties which God had reserved for him, not giving it to any other prophet. Scare, fear against his adversaries, enemies. Such traditions have been narrated by both sects. The clause, because they set up with Allah that for which He has sent down no authority. So noteworthy, Allama Tabatabai doesn't mention the battle of battles or war. But what a beautiful way of putting it, that Allah was terror against the disbelievers. My goodness. The clause, because they set up with Allah that for which He has sent down no authority, points to the fact that the polities set up such things as partners or colleagues for God. And so Surah Takwir ayat, who is this messenger, noble messenger, Al-Kareem, with possessed of power, with the owner of the throne, meaning Allah, possessed of the throne, secure, right? How nice. How nice. No authority. Send down no authority. So if Allah were to send down authority, it was okay. It was okay. Also that, right? So beyond the terror of Allah against these disbelievers, for whom to whom Allah did not send down authority, it should be, but to His messenger, for His messenger, for Himself, He sent authority. Let's go to Al Mizan. Yeah, instead of reading this whole thing, about this also, this ayat. Let's go to Alama, like this, to Al Mizan. Mizan. Oh, where's the website here? Exegesis. Go to 37 ayat. Where's that? 33. Now, noteworthy here, Allah is saying that He has not sent down any authority, right? Surah 3, ayat 155. This part. Say, my Lord has only forbidden indecencies, the outward among, and is sent down undue aggression, and that you should ascribe to Allah partners for which He has not sent down any authority. Let's see. Or is it? Oh, this is 26. Trying to reach the Ayah 33. The appearance of the righteous person means Ayah Hashem, means the garment of worship, asceticism, which is typically more asceticism, which means Islam. Can't find it. I'm not reading properly. Oh, it's still on another previous verse. When will the verse come? 33. So you see the Shia commentary. So not sending down authority. Sometimes Allah says this, right, in the ayahs, that why would you associate? Don't they associate with Allah what of what Allah has not sent down authority, no authority. Oh God, my goodness. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, I'll come back to this some other time. But let's again look at this, right? Allama Tabatabai exegesis, commentary, Shia alim, who was a Quran expert on, and an exegete. It is a beautiful promise to the believers that God will help them through terror and scare. Terror and scare. Not because the disbelievers terrorized the Muslims, Prophet and Prophet Muhammad, the Messenger of Allah. Not because of that, but because they set up with Allah that for which He has sent down no authority. Noteworthy. This Allama Tabatabai fails to explain in detail. The Messenger of God used to mention scare among the special bounties, fear cast, which God had reserved for him, not giving it to any other prophet. Such traditions have been narrated by both sects. The clause, because they set up with Allah that for which He has sent down no authority, points to the fact that the polities set up such things as partners or colleagues for God, which have got no authority, no proof for it. The Quran repeatedly says that there is no authority, no proof, which could prove any partner or colleague for God. Oh, okay. Right? Among many types of polytheism is the rejection of the Creator by saying that some entities other than God. Well, that's one part. Maybe not. Maybe they believe in the higher God, but they're demigods, like time or matter has caused the creation and goes on. That may be an atheist disbeliever, not a polytheist. Is this a polytheist? Among many types of polytheism is the rejection of the many types of this Allama Tabatabai is giving one type of polytheism, which is the rejection of the creator by saying that some entities other than God, like time or matter, these are entities, has caused the creation and goes on managing it. Right? They have said this, stated this without any proof. This is also among the polytheists. One type of polytheism. What else is there? And then he goes to the next ayah. So, Allama Tabatabai. Shia exegete, 12 Shia. Okay. So, uh, so I gave it to you straight up, right? First time that Allah cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve because the reason being they became mushrik. They were mushriks. Oh, became. Sorry, they were polytheists. So let's go to the. Um, okay, I'll open it again. Surah in Quran.com. Surah 3. See, Shias, this is what it is. It's not because of it's. We have to explain the battle of Uhud, Badr, and before Uhud, Badr. So that's why Allah cast terror into the hearts. Now. He just cast terror into the hearts because they associated with Allah of which He had not sent down authority. That's it. And when they give you proof, say, don't stand with them. Don't. Uh, you know, there's another ayat, right? Do you have proof? Witness. Were you witnesses or something? Were you believers witnesses to these ayats? No, you weren't. When Allah made Rasul Kareem with him, possessor of power, Surah Takwir ayat 19 to 20. You were not witnesses. This has come on the heart of Prophet Muhammad, and you didn't even witness that. You didn't even witness those over there at that time, didn't even witness Jibreel. Maybe only Ali did, Imam Ali did, the cousin first of Prophet Muhammad, and then became the son in law. So, this is the thing. You see, now the thing is that the Shias don't, I hope they understand and see the ayat first. If you go to Akkamedipuya and then he'll explain it and go to that, oh, these polytheists, they are fighting, hostile, and this. They give the word. That's why Allah says this, we will cast terror into the heart. This is in battle, or this is in war. So that's why Akkamedipuya brings the battle of Uhud, maybe, to imply that Allah does this against the disbelievers who associate with Allah in battle with the in the battle with the believers, in battle against the believers. Oh, you see where Allah Kamendipuya could have taken it, possibility. And then the Shias take it so, like, in context, historical events explaining every ayat like this. You get it? It's not that this ayat is a separate ayat, not connected with the battles that the polytheist disbelievers gave to the believers at that time. You understand? This is not a separate, not connecting, no link, just because they are disbelievers who associate with Allah, of which He, Allah, had not sent down authority. This terror cast into their hearts. It's not just because of this. What Allah has said is because of. They link it, they connect it, and they will explain it. Like I have to explain it to the Shias. Let me explain this, like, when I go explaining, oh my God, they don't take it as an independent ayat. Like, Allah, the reason why Allah cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve and were polytheists. They connect. But Allah Tabatabai, let me see. This is a beauty. But he does, he does give the reason why Allah does this, right? Because against the believers, Allah helps. Look at the way. So, Allama Tabatabai has also put the Shia. religious exegete, religious scholar, and Shia religious scholar and exegete. It is a beautiful promise to the believers. So don't worry, believers. When the disbelievers, these polities come against you in war, because we will cast terror into the hearts now. We will. We haven't yet. Oh, so let's even make it with the Shia, very intellect. We will cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve. We will. Because. No, don't look at because like that. You first look at this will. Now, why will Allah cast terror into the hearts of those when He hasn't as yet? Why didn't He before cast terror? Look at the will here. We will, Allah says. Yani future tense, future. But have you seen? Shias, you tell me he will. But he's waiting. Like for Pharaoh also, he gave respite. Shaitan also, he's given respite, right? So he will choose a time to cast terror, not because when they go into battle with with the believers against the believers. No, it could be like he's given respite to Pharaoh, and then he'll send Moses and say, "Free my people, free these human beings, Pharaoh, and I will bind them to that one Allah, the source of all." Ugh. So this. Sorry for my tone and my style. Now, Shias, would you please look at this? Because, okay, he will, but why? Because when they come in battle against you, when? Not before. You're supposed to fight them. So had Allah cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieved before even they came in battle with you, right? Wouldn't that be better? Like you didn't have to fight them. Because Allah is saying, because they set up with Allah. So think that there could be another reason, like giving respite to them. Not because when they come in battle with the believers against the believers, these disbelieving polytheists, then He's going to do it. This will is not because of that. It's because He's given respite to Pharaoh and the cruel people, the tyrants. Iblis also is given respite. He said in the Quran, I give respite to them. I give you respite, but you will not lead astray. He said, Iblis himself said. So they're given respite. That's why. Not because when they come in battle with you, please be clear about that. There's another reason. And the reason being here because they set up with Allah that for which He has sent down no authority. Reason is given here. So the will cast terror is because He gives respite. So He hasn't yet cast terror. See, and please see at this, because it wasn't only your religion, it was my religion, right? Oh, I shouldn't say big words like I'm a lover, I admire haq, truth, justice, Bilqis. Many have written. Allama Majlisi has written. And, I'm not concerned about the people who will say things against what I've written and said, right? I'm concerned for the truth. I shouldn't say such big words here. My words have no meaning then. Oh, Hussein showed it, Imam Hussein showed it with his grand sacrifice. Who am I to say I'm doing this for haq? Right? But if you would see this, right? Okay, Imam Hussein was the only Imam who did such a thing for haq, sacrificing his all and all. He's 6 months old also, but trying to save Islam, that is, right? But also look at this. The only Imam Hussein did it amongst 11 Imams of the 12 Shias. The pen of a scholar. Okay, I haven't given anything. Pen of a scholar is more sacred than the blood of a martyr. Prophet Muhammad said this. So, what a scholar I am. I don't say I'm a scholar, also, right? So, you can take your scholars. Shias, the ink of the scholar is more sacred than the blood of the martyr. Is a widely cited narration hadith attributed to Prophet Muhammad, emphasizing the immense value Islam places on knowledge, education, and intellectual pursuit over physical conflict. Wow, amazing, right? How how many times does Allah go against this in the Quran? Greater jihad, the highest jihad is the jihad of the self, and yet the mujahideen, physical in war, participate. Allah chooses them. The believers, and but the believers, above the believers, are those believers, those believers who participate. Mujahideen. Now this is from jihad. Yeah, these are those who do jihad. Mujahideen. Quran. Those believers who stay at home. Surah Nisa, Ayat 95. Not are equal the ones who sit among the believers, other than the ones who are the disabled, and the ones who strive in the way of Allah, with their wealth and their lives. Preferred has Allah the ones who strive with their wealth and their lives against themselves, or what is this? Now you can interpret this like Al-Kamadipuya does it, or Alama Tabatabai does it, or Maududi does it, or Sahih International, or Ibn Kathir. Sit at home. Oh God. So, right? Ones who sit and not stand. So, if I can remember another ayat, is this against your nafs? No, it doesn't say participate in war. So Allah is not that clear. And so I could take, if I was a Shia, what would I choose? I would leave Shia Islam. Why should I choose Allah Tabatabai or Akamedi Puya, or then, and look at Sunni also, Sunni Tafsir on this, and then say, Al-Wida, Al-Wida, Khuda Hafiz, Allah Hafiz. So Surah, now, you see, I just have read enough of this prejudiced way coming. So, okay, let's go again. Surah 3, I don't have the heart in me. And before also I didn't. That's why I never used to go to these tafsirs until you forced me. Quran is enough. Oh, but that's what Omar said also. But like it should, and Quran should be enough to understand the Quran with the Quran and the Quran words, but it's not. Sometimes, not at all. Oh, and the person who said, "Oh, my friend, what's his name, Chaudhry, Quran only or tafsir?" Prophet Muhammad's sayings are not important. Without that, you can't understand the Quran completely, right? No, not completely. Even the words, meanings. One Arab will tell you that, or Arab Muslim, or Pakistani Muslim, or Indonesian Muslim, that this word, but an Arab has to tell you, right? A Muslim Arab expert in Quran, that this Saleh, Allah and the angels sent Saleh, means blessing, not prayer. My goodness. The meaning of the word has changed in this particular ayat. 33 ayat 151 tafsir. Now we see oh, I'm so tired of Sunni tafsir, how it, maybe they'll say, oh, how these people were hostile. Now let's go to my son. Can you hear my, I hope I'm not muted. And I have slight congestion, or what is it called, has come due to it's cold here. Oof, so this is again for those looking for the commentary. Maududi, we will cast terror into the hearts. Ramadan is coming. So I don't know when I'll have to do Ramadan, but I have to keep doing this, it seems. There is no commentary by Maududi. Let's see Ibn Khatir. Oh, they've avoided it. Surah. Even Ibn Khatir is unavailable here. Please refer to Surah 3, Al Imran, Ayat 149, which provides the complete commentary. Well, they have to explain it. So maybe they'll bring the war thing in, because this is, I think they tried to, if they try to explain it, this is, then I think some of the exegetes found out, now what shall we do? This is only in war, huh? Shias also, you see? Hakam had only in war. Don't do it elsewhere. Casting terror, it's only Allah is supposed to cast terror. That is, they would push them back into the same state of unbelief from which they had. Where's the full? What is believers? If you follow those who deny the truth, so now you have to explain. You see, so you don't follow the disbelievers. Those who deny the truth are the disbelievers, and they will drive you back on your heels, and you will turn about khasir, losers. Khasar. Khasar. Oh, sorry, that's just itchy. Oh. In my language, mother tongue. Sorry. They further contended that the support and patronage of God which Muhammad claimed to enjoy was a sham, fortunes. This reverse was offered. This verse was offered as proof that Muhammad, please correct this, that Muhammad was an ordinary person who's for. Sorry, I'm stuck. I can't force myself. So, what the verse says is that Allah cast terror into the hearts of those would disbelieve because, just because, they associated with Allah, of which no authority by Allah was sent to them. That's it. That's it. So when you go to Surah Hashar now, do Shias, you must do Matam. Sorry, Shia, Surah Hashar ayats, right? Oh, it's not because of the reasons Allah is opposed and Salahuddin said attempted assassination. They attempted an assassination on Prophet Muhammad. Surah Hashar ayat 2. But it's not only because of this reason that Allah cast terror into the hearts of these disbelievers from among the people of the scripture. Now get it right from Surah. Now I can explain to you and then come to Surah Ashur. This way, not your way, not your religious scholars' way, but what is Allah saying? And then we work out going to Surah Ashur ayat 2 that they don't even have to oppose Allah and the Messenger, right? They don't have to be hostile for Allah to cast terror into their hearts. Taking Surah 3 ayat, or ayah actually, precisely in Arabic, singular form, 151. 151. Oh, oh, it is He, Allah, who expelled the ones who disbelieved among the people of the scripture from their homes at the first gathering. You did not think they would leave. So Nikalo, take them out, exile them from their land, break their houses. Hmm. I wish Salahuddin from Saudi Arabia was here. Oh, so this is my research, and I feel it's direct from the Quran ayats and now my explanation. Did they have to do anything, these poor disbelievers from among the people of the scripture? Huh? But just be disbelievers, referring to the Jews of Banu Nadir. Nadir, it says, who broke their pact, but it's actually we pronounce it Banu Nadir, right? Who broke their pact with the Messenger of Allah. But did they have to for Allah to cast terror into their hearts? No. So Allah was waiting for the see what they do, right? More or no, just because. No, no. Allah gives them respite. Like Allah is giving my witch, the sorcerer against me, respite, right? And what's the point in saying that? That this person gets addicted. Now, like I'm addicted. There's certain things we are addicted. Addicted. We don't even think when we go. You don't think, but now I had to think when I was attacked during sleep. Get up and go and wash your face and brush your teeth. I sometimes couldn't even brush my teeth. In that shock attack of, oh, what painful. Even now, I was very tired, right? I didn't want to brush my teeth, even today. So now the addiction of, and the pleasure. So you see, giving them respite and saying, it's their fault. Now I will do it. Because they broke pacts with the messenger of Allah. And they're addicted. They enjoy now. Also, addiction, maybe they don't like it. Like, I don't like smoking, but I'm addicted. But now they're addicted to this, doing black magic and using deities to kill people. Yeah, so this is why also another reason why thanks to this social media, but now I could go against the standards of the community guidelines, saying something in this madness attack. Sometimes I come here and if someone cross questioning and deceiving me, and I say, get out and start acting rude, saying things. So before then, this one, suspect this one, please tell me if you know, since you are the spiritual, I'm seeking for authorities concerned. So where's it? This poor guy, I hope he's protected, right? He's the one who has told us. This one is crying. I don't know when I had fibromyalgia, but chronic pain, chronic fatigue I had since 19, 20 years, and I kept my mouth shut. Never told my brothers. But who cares? You see, who can help? And I can't even cry, so I sound like a criminal. I don't cry, unfortunately. So I look, no one has ram on me. Even understanding hearts they can't give me. Oh, we don't understand what you're saying. And calling me pagal, mad, Sharif Khan, Zalmi. Zalmi, you know what I can do in Pakistan if I was rich? Very rich. You, I mean, saying this to a person, instead of understanding and helping like the Americans are, there are many Americans helping. Mel Robbins, Brent Brown, and spiritualists who know about siphoning of energy, who know what the narcissist does to you. Britishers coming here saying you are psycho, you are this. Okay, trying to save my life. Hmm? Yeah, yeah, say it. Say it to, thank you. Thank you for saving my life so that the Muslims don't come after me as they would. But who cares, right? Uh, that's why I'm allowed to do this here. Who would do this? Hamdardian told me on my page, Facebook page. Who shouldn't do this? Here's why you do not perform death magic on God's chosen ones. Warning, even though I may not be a chosen one, I don't think I am. The chosen ones who are service to human, their own family members got cancer. I couldn't even go to the hospital. The aunts who went for their nieces and my mother's, when my mother couldn't go to the hospital because my brother was very sick in childhood, maybe wasn't there, was there in the children's hospital in Karachi. Aunts go. What an aunt I am now, right? No, no, what a human being, the family. My mother used to take me to the hospital when her aunt was in the hospital. Khatun auntie, Auntie Khatun. Right? She had kidney stones or problem. Now, after the separation with my teacher, I couldn't go to the hospital to meet. Left with what? Guilty. Guilt. And wanting to help people. Look how I've been reaching out. So you don't know me before I got separated. Of course, I was the one with all the glory. and my grand aunt was the one. You were with the one with all the strength. And it has time and again after her death. And when I realized I can't do service, I can't even help my mother. Excuse me, guilt. So there are people, sorcerers, who can kill using deities and things. And you won't even know. They can make you commit suicide. So that's why I use social media in year 2000. Before that, I couldn't help myself to. So you would judge me. And then loving a teacher, Catholic teacher, was, then she's told me, but at that time we were still together. She was still my family friend, right? Go go to Darul Sakoon and see Sister Gertrude, like how parents used to throw their children. Defective, we don't want them. Mother used to throw her baby. Sister Gertrude would pick it up, pick the baby up. Instead of loving me and wasting, cards, giving me four cards. And then I met my childhood friend. She had gone to Oman, and she was like, her, and so me, oh, we give like five cards, 5 cards to friends. Happy birthday, another happy birthday. So if I gave that, which I did, wanting to, Miss Tissa would hit the roof. You're wasting money. Right, five cards, 4 cards. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Another card. Yeah. Oh my God. So my friend, childhood friend, when I met her, she came to Karachi. And when she was telling me, how we are five, oh my God, I was like, oh. So who does this? A Hamdardian telling me, who, a student of Mrs. Munira Gulzar. After she retired from St. Joseph's College, Karachi, she joined Hamdard School. So now that student has come and no one is, they've ignored me, her silence killed me, and all that, right? So I'm doing the social media for my case and condition, unlike anyone else who does this. We also have saffron terror. No, but how can we shift the blame on someone, right? But first and foremost, we've got to see, yes. However, my condition and case, like, there are sorcerers in our, uh, and they go to these people. In Karachi, Pakistan, we have jadugars, sorcerers. The Shia also go there because this sorcerer is a Shia against me. Forever jealous of my mother and father, I was told in London. A clairvoyant told me, who has nothing to do with my country or my area or my the continent. Even. Yes, nothing to do with my continent, where the continent my country belongs to. Even sorcery. So take help, she told me. You see, so sometimes I'm not myself and things backfire. I spellbound. You would think I'm the murderer. I'm the witch. I'm the culprit. So for that, where do I go? So whatever, even in school, I saw that they tried to mess up me. You see, when this black plate lifted chadar cloth from, I saw it because at that time I was doing meditation, 1988, 89. And then I was like, oh, love. And I thought it's happened because of these books I've read. Candace Semigrant's book, 1 Minute of Self-Esteem, Caring for Oneself and Others, and all this. She also fell in love with her lecturer or teacher, I think, or emotional attachment and things like that, right? These books, self-help books, Power of the Subconscious Mind and the Superconscious Mind and the Power of the Mind and all this. Abundance, Shakti Gawain's creative visualization, and the power of the now, being in the now, present moment. It is a gift. All these books I read, I thought it changed. I changed because of reading all this, not therapy. But I also went to a yogi when I found him in 1987, 88, when he was Professor Moez Hussein. But I think when so I was doing meditation and lying down, and I saw this black cloth type plate, thin, lift from my whole body. Then I was okay, like, healthy love. Oh, I could get over Mistisa. I didn't have to plunge in that deep abyss that I was separated from her. Like the darkness was not going until it dared to go. And then I could see that love, that beautiful, healthy love for a teacher. In school, so I was telling myself in college, keep a low profile. If a teacher needs help, help out, give a helping hand, be a low profile student, leave this and just be a student here. Leave this college as a low profile, but it didn't happen that way. I became the photographer, official photographer. And then things, but, like I was telling myself this, and for 1 year, I was able to, like protect my principal or try to protect her. 2 years without getting emotionally attached to her. And there was also my father had brought this Ramadan prayer and schedule and all for 1988, 89 from Mahfil Khurasan, Karachi. So there was a prayer there also I was reading, like, oh Allah, make me independent of everything, everyone, except that I become dependent only on you for what I need, my needs, my desires, and all this, right? So I guess that prayer also worked in 1989, end of 1989. So I became a different person than what I was. And now that love was unconditional and detached and healthy, and the memories were good that I made with those I liked, admired in college, teachers, principal, right? Like that. So, okay, back. So, it was the time when I was here, Surah Hashar Ayat, blood was boiling. I mean, looking at it, I was a fresh ex-Muslim, ex-Shia. And I felt this is not the Allah that I want to believe in. And of course, reading a little bit, skimming through I didn't want to, for some tafsirs I needed, Shia tafsirs also, I read. And I found that they don't go, but I wasn't able to properly express myself here. First and foremost, the Quran ayat was difficult to explain this. What I have found, my Allah, a terror. And why this? So Salahuddin helped me, saying that they attempted an assassination on Prophet Muhammad. That's why the Banu Nadir. But I was not to take it like what they would say later on. I decided, no. You see, I'm not going to agree to the history the way you have taken Islamic history, but I do my other research, and not the way the Shias If it makes sense, if it's like what Allah says, then that's okay. And other things, among other things, examining the Quran ayahs, like what is implied also, but you should also see what is explicitly what Allah means here. And I would not agree to the Shia saying it implies, the verse implies, because Allah means here that the followers of Prophet Muhammad, not Prophet Muhammad, but he mentions through Prophet Muhammad, this means the followers of Prophet Muhammad, like in Surah Ahzab. I couldn't agree to the Shia interpretation of that ayat. So I had to find a way from the Quran ayats to tell you that, and I wasn't able to, like, the style, it doesn't even meet the style of the Quran. When Allah wants to, refers to the believers, He does say, oh believers, do not do this. So why would He in this ayat use Prophet Muhammad and mean the followers of Prophet Muhammad? Huh? Why would He do that when He has done? So it doesn't go with the style, it's not consistent then, right? Allah is not consistent when in Surah Saf and in Surah Nur, right? So I couldn't take the Shia on this because the style of the Quran then would be, anyways, it is inconsistent. There are other things, but among other things, errors and all, and illogical things and logical fallacies and all that is this, right? Surah Saf ayat, when Allah addresses the believers, He's not addressing hypocrite believers. He's He's not addressing hypocrites. He's addressing the believers here. He's saying, "Oh, you who have believed, why do you say what you do not do?" So you see the style of the way the Shia tafsir is on Surah Azab ayat 1, that, oh, he means this through the Prophet. He means the followers of the Prophet. Allah means, like, referring to. But now, meaning the believers, right? So he can simply say, oh, believers, do not practice hypocrisy, right? Or do not, oh, believers, do not hearken or obey the disbelievers and the hypocrites in Surah Ahzab ayat 1. So there's not consistency. I was not able to explain this, even through the Shia tafsir, like in the Shia tafsirs. There's no, then if you follow the Shia tafsir, then you find that Allah is inconsistent in this. O you who have believed, He means, O you who have believed, right? Here. Why do you say what you do not do? So He doesn't put here, O Prophet, O Messenger of Allah, do not say what you do not do. He could have put it this way. Then there would have been a consistency, right? And meaning the followers of Prophet Muhammad, the believers. Past, I mean, at his time, future, all. So go to Surah Ahzab, Shia Tafsir. See, on this Surah 33, Ayat 1. Shia Tafsir is that Allah, Akamedipuya, multilingual Quran. You can check, I'm not going there right now. O Prophet, fear Allah and do not obey the unbelievers and the hypocrites, right? Verily, Allah is all knowing, most wise. So, the important part here is that the what the Shia say, the tafsir on this is, and whatever the Sunni tafsir is, but here Sunnis could say, what Sunnis would say, maybe I'm just guessing. I haven't refreshed my memory. I haven't read the footnotes too long. So it could be that Allah means Prophet and his followers, the believers, right? But Shia tafsir is that only Prophet, oh, sorry, only Prophets believe followers. Allah means by putting O Prophet, referring to O Prophet. And O Prophet is not in brackets here. Also, notice, please pay attention. So, Ya Ayyuh, O Prophet Al Nabi, right? Al Nabi, fear Allah, be mindful of Allah. It's ittaqi, yani muttaqi, mindful, not khawf, not fear. Be mindful of Allah and do not obey the disbelievers and the hypocrites. And I showed you where he obeyed. He went mardiyah, pleasing his wives who had become disbelievers and were hypocrites, annoying him. So definitely Surah Tahrim Ayat 1. Due to that, Allah addressed Prophet Muhammad here, not his followers, because his followers did not make halal haram. What Allah had made halal, they're forbidden to do that. Surah Maida at 87. Only Prophet did that, seeking to please his wives. And then, of course, then you work it out that these wives of the Prophet, whom he went pleasing, making halal, haram for himself, what Allah has made halal for him. Of course, then we work out like that, not the Shia way, working out. About Surah 3, Ayat 151. See? And so here also, it should be addressed, Allah is addressing the Prophet. So I went against the Shia Tafsir. Since the Shia Tafsir says Allah is addressing the Prophet's followers. Because of course the Prophet is not going to do this, but he's done it in Surah Tahrim. Shias don't see. Shia religious scholars, Tafsir experts. And it's moreover not consistent. Because when Allah wants to address the believers, He does mention the believers. So why would He meaning to address the believers, followers of Prophet Muhammad, address Prophet Muhammad? And here also He's addressing him as a prophet. So Surah Tahrim, He addresses, O Prophet, also the same way, style. So you have gone against the style, your exegete has gone against the style. Shia, religious scholar, exegete also. If you say that here it's addressed to the, actually Allah means to, although addressed to the Prophet, Surah Al-Sabah, Allah means, right? So like that means the followers of the Prophet. Okay, so now this, a little note. So I'm doing, I went to Dr. Samuel B. Lee and found out that even all this fake light and uh, Raju Maneshri Ganraj. Hello, welcome, sir, brother. So I don't believe. Yeah, so I was thinking of how to put it, Radharani and all this, and your avatar should be in you, and your guru should be in you. It's just someone, a master who points to what is in you, like even the heart, love, God, the source, everything in you. And you should know how to protect yourself from inside. Instead of going outside. So a master is supposed to just point inside of you, right? And you are the master. Say you are the master. You have just forgotten. This is what happened. So this doctor makes more sense than the Hindu Indian also, that that Radha Rani, I found out through uh, Radha Ashtami. If I mispronounced it, I'm sorry about that. Uh, Bhakti Margas. the Paramahamsa Vishwananda's Bhakti Marga celebration. So the sermon was that Radha Rani came from the heart of Narayan, right? Now, is that only Radha Rani who should come from the heart of Narayan? When your heart, your love, you are Radha Rani, right? And Narayan should be in you, and that heart should be in you too. And you, Radha Rani, then would come out from your heart, your heart. So that's how it should be. It shouldn't be like only Narayan is important and Radha Rani is important, and you worshipping Radha Rani and Narayan's heart. No, you realize, and it should be very scientific. I really believe in this. It makes sense to me. It resonates with me. What Samuel, he didn't give examples like I have given examples, but in a different way. And he also, so this is all fake light. And I was saying, one time to Anurag Mishra, who came here. So, and about the train, which video was it I saw? So recently I had a dream of Sri Ravi Shankarji, and it was dark, and we're in this place, and it's not. So Samuel was talking about, I've seen today, no, yesterday, seen many videos of Samuel on this source and the light, you have your avatar, 12 star, your 12th, what is it, avatar. You are the avatar. Okay, so the point is that recently, like train, so there are two trains he was explaining, like it's one is the fake light and the other is the true one, true from the source train. Which one will you board? So you see, doing the Indian guru thing and mantra and all this, even that didn't help me to that extent that it should have helped me. Sorry, excuse me. So I had this dream of that it was dark, and when I got up, I had like had him in my vision here, and I got startled like from Sri Ravi Shankarji in my vision, kind of like I was resisting now. Guruji, I apologize, but and the way it came out here may be very aggressive against him with Anurag Mishra, who used to come here because he had said that his sister or someone goes to Guruji, Sri Ravi Shankarji, and I said, give my loving regards and all this. But at the same time, I was suspicious about him, Anurag Mishra, that he's just not a true, he's a Muslim or maybe disguised or something, wanting to give Guruji, like a bad name. Anyhow, and I had told Guruji from the very beginning, Sri Ravi Shankarji, looking at his face in my third eye or something, sixth sense, imagination, that, things could go wrong because there's a very negative energy here giving me very bad negative thoughts, and I can't, it doesn't budge when it does that. And also a very bad feeling against people. So it flips my mind, right? When it wants to give me a bad feeling against someone, negative feeling, I can't stop it. And then I have to come here like very angry, and I can't take medication to pacify myself because the psychiatric, even sedatives don't work properly for the long run. The next day, if I take a sedative psychiatric, the ones like chemical ones, the next day, if I leave it, even a small one, like I get more angry and it has a very bad side effect. So it's worse than before. It's the same, or, it doesn't help. It doesn't really help, right? So this, so then now it makes sense why that place where Sri Ravi Shankarji was, and Samuel B. Lee saying, Dr. Samuel B. Lee, that this is all fake. even the Hindu thing is fake, and who the real Jesus Christ is and what, and where he learned from, not India, he learned from Egypt. And then we all have an avatar. So back to his channel. Let me see if I can go to his channel. Yes, I can view his channel. He's the one, right? Doctor, and is a board certified psychiatrist. So before even like I said against him, like he's Khurram Sheikh or someone, my cousin's friend, and he wasn't too good. That so don't go to the fake light. Save yourself before 2030. And he's come with these ladies also. Oh, this one I can show you here quickly, but you see what I've what no privacy. See all the what I want to watch and what see E67 dash what the temples of Egypt awakened in us and why you might be feeling the call. Samuel Bealey, MD channel. These are two ladies also. They all went to Egypt, which were awakened. They were awakened. The temples of Egypt awakened in them. So in the beginning, I couldn't hold myself, and I was like, I don't know, and because there are people, cult leaders. At first, they make us how much they have deceived people, avatars, or calling themselves. So I was thinking about Radha Rani also, that only her, but that the Narayan, the heart of Narayan. It is you, it should be you. You should know how to activate that. If some higher beings try to, fallen angels, try to abduct that, like you have asuras, Hindus have asuras, evil people. Oh, sorry, evil entities, beings. Of what element? I don't know. Made. So this is what, rather than worship Radharani and Narayan from the, from the inside, but they're actually outside you. But your heart should be Narayan, your heart, and you should be Narayan. So your higher level should be that you are on the ocean as Narayan is Vishnu's that form on the ocean. You should be that your expand your original form, not worshipping, just activating scientifically, not bowing to people or anyone. Okay, prayer needed to realize something. Venus is the key, vagina is the lock. Yeah, so that is there. Samuel explains in the source and all that. But it's different than Hinduism, right? Uh, the Shiva Linga and all. Unlock your inner stargates. So this I had to say, share with you where I'm at also and what I have been thinking. All fake light. Yeah, it makes sense to me. This is like, I've been complaining to God, but another thing is that my memory is not awakened. It was wiped out, they say. Samuel B. Lee says, doctor. So actually, the mantra, you should know, it should activate from inside what your personal mantra is, how you can save yourself, because if you have a different DNA and all this, right? So that you should be you should know how to scientifically, like, method using and help others also. If they have forgotten, fallen angels have come and abducted our true mantra, or like close that place door. someone should open the door and at least tell you that, right? So he's leading, he's not leading, he's pointing to things and helping us. So this makes more sense to me than gurus giving us mantras, and that so that will work for us. A personal mantra too that the Hindus are given, and they're not supposed to tell anyone. That doesn't make sense. You should be the master of your life. You should know scientifically and explain to the scientists the inner workings and activation if there is any higher power, which there is. Like nature has power, and we can do nothing against nature. When a storm comes, yeah, we can do a little bit, but a big storm comes and takes us away, takes our house away. We can try to protect ourselves, but we may not be able to. So that power, that beyond nature power also, that spiritualists claim we have, that we have to worship the higher power to get that, should not be. It should be in you, activate it and use it and protect yourselves. Not follow gurus also, that they will slowly, slowly, slowly. Oh, this also is happening slowly. But you see, it's happening from within you and it empowers you from within. Uh, and you're not supposed to worship or, devote. Yeah, you can be, he's called it, it's not like that Hindu thing. And about Mahabharata, he's also said that that's not the original. It's been changed in all this. There were these alien type, intelligent beings, fallen angels. Now I think they have decoded the code that was abducted, that was closed, and some beings wanted to wipe out. And so there's one power that is that leeches and takes away. We consume it, and there's another power. No matter how much you use it, it doesn't. So eternal life you get. It doesn't get reduced or taken away from you. Like you won't reach old age and complaining about the bones and this and that, right? Diseases, old age problems, like that. So this penis is the key and vagina is the lock is also Samuel Bealey, MD, not Hinduism. So before you're 2030, you want to save yourselves, you want to find yourselves, your true self, connect with the true one source, and your 14th, 12th avatar yourself. You do this. After 2030, it will be harder. Doors will be closed. He explains in which video Jesus was a grid worker. So that's why I'm not a Christian, but this is where I'm at. Oh, no, no, don't believe me, sorry. But I've, many times I unsubscribed to him and then I subscribed, thinking, no, no. It goes on like this negativity still. I can't trust anyone after, but, I hope, I hope he understands. I mean, no hard feelings or anything. Like, how can you trust anyone? This, in the like Hindu, there were gurus, cult. They were using American ladies to, get sex thing out of them. It's terrible. So I was wondering, how can this happen, right? Like once you, if even you connect with Devi, and the Devi should protect you and should give you that discernment, that insight that this guru is false. Don't even go near this guru. You don't have to go in ignorance and then be, like that should be activated in you. So please take care of yourselves. And this is the proper way to do it. The way Samuel B. Lee, this is all we have now. Or you go to, um, of course, the Creator God is this God's, who do you go to? Sir Pradeep Mukherjee. So we don't have a choice. Have a choice. Now, now this, so even like Agha Khan, I was asking Agha Khan Ismaili, like where's this light and how does it pass through? At least if they had proven it, the Imams from Imam Ali, I mean, I'm not only saying Agha Khan has failed to, it's Imam Ali and Prophet Muhammad and Allah who have failed to prove to us. So scientifically, it should be told to us where this light comes from and why only Imams. Why not we get the light too? So Allah says the believers have the light, but they gain the light through the Imam. Or but that light, that specific light of Imam, of Rasulullah, Nur Allah, Nur Ilahi, the light of Allah is in Rasulullah, Prophet Muhammad. And then it went to Imam Ali, Imamat, the Imam chosen, like Abraham chosen, tested by Allah, and then chosen as an Imam. And so, thus, through the holy progeny of Prophet Muhammad and these Imams, chosen ones. So the light passes. Now, where's that light? At least tell us so we can activate it like some Hindus. They tell us Kundalini. And I was reading Allama Majlisi's book, Genesis, Adam. So Allah's light. So when Allama Majlisi's, when Allah tells the angels, commands the angels to bow to Adam, who are they bowing to? They're not bowing to a human being. They're bowing to the light of Allah, which came from Adam's it raised up, I think, from the groin, how to pronounce it, lower part of Adam, the private part of Adam, I think, or the spinal cord to the upper, to his fingertips. So Panjatan Pak, five holy beings, Muhammad, Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein, right? So it came on one of his hands on the fingertips, and we know which finger represents which. Allama Majlisi has told us in his Hayatul Qulub, I think volume 1, the Genesis, about this whole thing. So now Samuel B. Lee tells us where the light is. Okay, I went to Qigong and there was one light, they said, a Qigong master said, Grandmaster, is behind your belly button. And Tao Master, Master Shah, said it's below the belly button. It's at where the tip of the bone, that backbone, is, right? The backbone's tip is, I think it's from there. But light. Some say it's in the solar chakra behind. Some say it's at the Muladhara, the tip of the spinal cord below. So, and how many chakras? He says there are like 12, 15 chakras, 14. And the chakras were also abducted or something distorted, some chakras. I don't know which word to use, sorry, proper word to use. So, but there are more than the chakras that the Hindus say we have. 7 or so. More. Samuel, Dr. Samuel Bailey tells us. And he gives us scientific explanation and demonstration, like showing us in his videos, right? How what is. So This is, well, they are lucky, huh? The Americans, ladies, these are, one is a goddess, one is a, lucky what the temples of Egypt awakened in us and why you might be feeling the call to this. So some of us are unlucky. So this is what it is. Life. Okay. Now you see, I've just shown you. Now back to this, the Shia, so that you know the Shias. I wanted to help the Shias, but please come in a way that doesn't trigger more of my madness demon that they've kept inside or activated. Put the seed and activate it inside, because you know it's like when someone, how shall I, inside the field, I can't contain it. I can't compose myself a little now. You know that jarring incident where even Stephen came and said, what did he say? 100% proven that, um, but then I searched, right? This is jarring and it took me off balance. And I could have come again and said things against Stephen or Stephen. Okay, he's not Stephen. So sorry if I mispronounced his name. It's so you see, it's a very jarring thing for me, or it's very startling. That gets me out of balance. That means that I need to call someone and say, I need to speak out, or I speak out to myself. And I feel that's not enough. I have to tell the world, right? I have to expose this person. He's lying. He's not being, no, he hasn't been truthful, exact. So, so, you know, there's my way, I become an extremist, right? It's madness. So it should be that, you know, like Jiddu Krishnamurti, you shouldn't be shaken. That's a normal person or beyond a normal person. Even a normal person has a limit. Even Jiddu Krishnamurti sometimes would say, you people, you don't understand a single thing, like what I'm trying to show you even. But, you know, he was very patient and you can't have your emotions, reactions like that, right? Like me. But that's my madness. That's the way they've made me, or whatever has made me triggered inside. I know there's a right way, like I should, and then diplomatic way too, right? And so contain yourself for a good response so that the other person can, just by saying, "Oh, you be." So I did say, like, I would prefer you. I would prefer honesty and truthfulness, right? So he said, the black scientist. He said about God Himself. Okay, so he doesn't know now, although he was born a Christian in a Christian family. But the Big Bang has been proven 100%. So I checked here, right? He was here in the live chat. Big Bang, 100% proven. I checked here, Google search, and AI gave me that no. So then he said, right? So then he said, what did he say? He said, no, what I meant was, no. So please say what actually is, not what you mean. But it is not 100% proven. What you meant was 100% proven is not 100% proven, right? And that can't, I can't calm down. When that happens, it's jarring, it's out of balance, puts me out of balance. I'm not well. I can't take these kind of things. So please say it as it is, the fact, not what you mean and how you mean it, right? Please. See, now I can say it a little better. Like, calm down, calmly. I don't have to create enemies. Oh, you lied. And, oh, okay, I don't want to talk to you, Stephen. Oh, look what Stephen does. I have to expose this. So we can say it calmly, right? Or Stephen, please, when you say something, don't say what you mean, but say the fact of it, right? Not the way you mean it. That's all I had to say. But I get panic stroke and all this. Overreact. This is the madness. This due to what they have done. The trauma also and the lack of energy. Something I can't control myself. The Big Bang is the leading highly evidence scientific theory describing the universe expansion. Is it proven? It is not considered 100% proven in the absolute sense, as science relies on empirical, revisible, evidence rather than absolute certainty. What's this? Revisible? Visible. Oh, from revisible. Oh, from visible. Revisible evidence rather than absolute certainty. So you see, even scientists can't give us absolute certainty, but you can say to it, you can explain it like this. You know, there's Google search also, Stephen. So maybe he did, yeah, maybe he wasn't lying to me, but I can't take it like that anymore. That's my problem. And that's my condition and my case. Whoever did this to me. I had told myself that even if someone forget yourself and what you own and ownership and my daughter and my mother and don't say anything to me and my respect and this no me and if even then even if a friend betrays you or steals something from you, you know, be like Jesus Christ, right? Take my cloak also, not only my coat, or take my coat also, not only my cloak. And you see in the Les Miserables how that priest, pastor or priest, deals with a thief like Jean Valjean, Jean, Jean, right? In Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. Because, you know, that would not be the right way of even, you can inspire someone and change someone through your own goodness, through your love, unconditional love for them, instead of panicking, like earthquake has come on these things, like I do. And shaming someone, you know, it's a so of course absolute sense of science does not have absolute truths, but what he meant was he's right, like 100%. You can't really come, but that's how you should have put it, right? So thank God I calmed down. This is like, you know, getting angry at Stephen, and Stephanie. Sorry, I would rather pronounce Stephanie. Sorry, Stephen, I don't mean. So sorry about that. I mean, I don't mean to shame you or things like that, but that's the way I have. Oh, yeah, now, like, you know, I would love to, like, love or whatever it is in this madness. It may not even be me, it may be another demon entity. So, what I wanted to become my aim was to be a good person, inspire people. If this is life, so many liars and all this, right? Fake gurus, fake light now. So horrible. Sometimes it's more debilitating. The heart sinks and sinks and sinks. My heart sank a long time ago when when they separated me from my teacher, and my teacher separated me from herself. So it is not considered 100% proven in the absolute sense, because the absolute science, so please explain it like this, right? Now we have AI overviews. No, it is not considered 100% proven. In the absolute sense, but in what sense 100% proven? Let me see. The Big Bang is a leading, most rigorously supported scientific model, explaining that the universe expanded from an extremely hot, dense singularity approximately 13.8 billion years ago, rather than a conventional explosion in space. Proven? How is it? So maybe scientists can say that 100% status, while the Big Bang is the consensus model, science operates on evidence based confidence. So please explain it right this, right here. I want, okay, I make errors. Oh, yeah, and then I say apologies. I make errors, yeah. Confidence rather than evidence based confidence. So you should have said evidence based confidence is there rather than 100% proof. We cannot give, science cannot give 100% proof. It is, however, the most robust, thoroughly tested, thoroughly tested. Okay, so I should give Stephen the, benefit of the doubt. Of course, I make so many mistakes and I politically say things in a wrong manner. Do you think, I think, I'm going to think about this. Maybe I should not be so hard on Stephen for this, right? Yeah, it is. That's what he's meant. He said that what I meant was that the most robust, yeah, thoroughly tested and widely accepted for this also. Explanation for the origin of the observable universe. Sorry, I don't have that in me. I'm wrong or right. It is just the whatever has triggered this repulsion for meaning. I meant that what I meant by 100% is this widely accepted explanation and thoroughly tested also. Oh my God, it is thoroughly tested. Anyways, but now, okay, Stephen, I should, I'm sorry. I hope you understand at least. I'm sorry in the way that I mean, I hope you understand where I'm coming. I'm giving my defense, self defense. So I'm sorry. I thought you were like, you know, lying and not honest, 100% honest. But this can really, it's 100%. And if you haven't read this, and it is thoroughly tested, and yet the scientists don't say 100% proof. So this is so Stephen, shouldn't have been like that with you. Okay. Following an initial rapid expansion known as inflation, the universe cooled enough for fundamental particles. This is what I need. Let's not get tempted to read more for myself. Okay, now, so it is close to 100% because thoroughly tested, the most robust. Oh, So this, yeah. So this how I get. I hope you understand and forgive me for shaming you or embarrassing you here. Okay. And I also make mistakes, but thoroughly tested, widely accepted explanation for the origin of the observable universe. But you see, the scientist, so we should be very, very careful, right? Sometimes choosing words and all this. Please, as a scientist, also, God knows where so what all this is, but for the trauma, I have to. I don't. You see, this demon doesn't allow me. I hope I stop playing games and start doing for my health more Samuel B videos for the trauma. Where is it? Oh, this. Yeah. So here, more Samuel B videos. Thank God I found this. I'm going to try this. Please forgive me, Samuel B. If I keep unsubscribing, there's something very negative in me. I can't trust anyone. All that. And I've got to wipe out my trauma. So there's your channel. There's a video on. Oh no 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 no! And all this for free. But if you want to join this community of tribe, it's tribe. Uh, then it's but so much he's given us for free. Thank you so much. Really appreciate this. So one of his videos explained, like, what this, I had this dream when I was in Karachi, year 2000, which year? Early before the 10, year 2010. I had this dream about the square root of 2. So it was written in a simplified form in my dream. And I was in the old house in my dream in Karachi, but I'm in the new house dreaming in Karachi. So this he talks about the square root, like the source energy it multiplies. The Fibonacci is it pronounced like this? One doesn't energy doesn't it takes away, depletes your energy. So the square root. I was thinking maybe it's about reincarnation. Square root of 2. Really, square root was written simplified form, please. In my dream, written. It was written like this, right? Yeah, like this. My dream. What is this? Wondering. Because I used to love maths before O levels in Karachi. And so, what is a math 1.41 decimal? And in opposite my old house was the Nishta Park, like square. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4. But this square root of 2, he says, like, it's multiplied. The energy is multiplied. It's not an add. So, like, He explains the maths like 1 plus 1 is 2. So the 1 takes away the energy of that previous number to become 2, but it takes away the energy. Add, in addition. This is multiplication. Square root of 2. So it multiplies like this, energy. And it never depletes you, and you have eternal life. This is how Dr. Samuel Bailey explains eternal life. And so it doesn't, you live forever. Your energy is not depleted in any way. But what about in form, like in our this flesh and blood? We live for a long time. My God, this is amazing. So I'll be experimenting, trying this. I'm so sad. I mean, sorry, that sad or I kind of that I can't join his tribe, and I can't give him anything in return, but just thanks so much. Let's see if it works. This is amazing. If this is true, this is one of a kind ever. And before this, Jesus Christ had come to save the great, remove, what is it? Forgetting, sorry. And so I've been trying so many things like trauma, getting free, releasing the trauma, healing with my higher self, with this lady, German lady. Nothing worked. And even now, my energy, when it's down, but when I have to do something, get up, it's like, and I have to deal with my feelings, it's, so much. It was take, so much has been, I can now realize so much, at least this much energy I have to realize that so much has been taken away from me, and my bones crack, like, the elasticity of my skin, bones, oh my God, damaged. Christian friends would say it's due to smoking. So, yeah, unhealthy smoking. My father would say it's due to, but I can't, drinking tea and not eating on time, oversleeping. But in this kind of energy, it doesn't budge, it's negative energy. A little bit on this second part, third part, on my energy. Ah, not so. So I was reciting my Quran ayat when I was a Shia for my protection. Someone had given me to recite this surah. It's a short surah. Tanazzalul Malaikat. Or something like this, right? I've forgotten now precisely, correctly. So when I would say this, there would be another voice saying, Itna so. Not so. Tanazzalul Malaikat. So I learned this in Arabic later in my life. I wouldn't say this in my namaz. I would say Surah Ikhlas. So Surah Qadr. Someone gave me this for protection from all evil attacks and not so. Now when I reached to this, تنزل الملائكة وروح تنزل الملائكة. This is how we pronounce it. تنزل الملائكة. It's not so. Like there would be another voice in me coming out. It's really strange, the schizophrenia, whatever it is. The voices, and it's like two-way, like my other part, or I can't even explain it. It's not so. In year 2000, before I think 2010 again, تنزل الملائكة تنزل التنزل. Like the voice is saying that so much zulm on her, me, you have done, whoever the you is, they have done. Right? Yeah. تنزل الملائكة روحه. Oh my God. Yeah, so like you can't see it, right? They wanted to kill me. And thank you. uh or not jakar ke rakha hai, like strained, kept me strained with some energy. So you can't see it, but my bones are, I'm petite now, petite, right? There was a time my shoulders were so broad and bones at 15, 14, normal. So thanks to my protection, you see, I can't cry like this. So I always come across as a hard cookie, right? Uh, uh, Imagine, yeah, your attention, mud, strange voices coming, you being watched, my violation of my privacy, and there's no one to have like help me in my private life, or I can explain if I get angry at you, please, or something. If I'm suspicious, like no one, right? Even your like brothers or something, they will, just say, "Oh, we're not," uh, or they won't answer because of some time ago, like a bad word came out, like someone saying, "Oh," so. But I trust that brother. He's been very good with me, and no, I mean, he's helped me a lot financially, not just before Abu Dhabi, UAE. Financial help. Oh my God! And I was like, how am I going to pay you? And he was like, but the house, the jewelry, the this, not enough. Uh, Part of the house. This Muslim preacher tells followers to strike the neck. Baraka. Oh, and this Pakistani, I haven't subscribed to her channel. What is going on? Like in Pakistan, what is rant candid with Lubna again? What and what kind of comments is she getting against her? Like she's the one who wants to attack people? Please check her if you are interested in this. So whoever's interested, Candid with Lubna. The posts on her YouTube channel. Maulana's challenge. He will get 10-year-old children married. Beautiful Mind with Arzu Kazmi. And is this Anupam Mishra? No, that's Anurag Mishra. No, this one is no Anupam Mishra. E.R. Rahman's Dark Secret. Bewood, Dubai. New business link with Anupam Mishra Candid Meena. Uh, Maulana's challenge. So thanks, Arzu. I used to say that you Are there eloquent people and anyone who can help me? No, no. Why should I search get help? Who can speak for me? There's anyone who can help me. Rather than helping me, I felt like I was wounded inside with such wounds, and coming here and helping the Muslims and how the Shia also have come, it is unbelievable. So that shows, right, that some Shias, they can, I have experienced, they are not there. They don't, Yanara Hedri, Yanara this, and for 2 months they'll wear black clothes. So Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi and I, he was telling me it's there, right? There is hypocrisy in our Shias, and no one can do anything. The Imam isn't there to see. Like the Ismaili, if there was hypocrisy in one of his Jamaat members anywhere, it can't be. It is inconceivable, right? If there was, they are so organized, they see it, they nip it in the bud. I hope. No, no, but there was this one story from a lady who, whose mother was Ismaili and father Kuwaiti Sunni Muslim, and the mother was hitting a Kuwaiti or who, where, on what channel I've forgotten now, ex-Muslim. So nip it in the bud? No, I couldn't believe it. The Ismaili mother hitting her child that you practice Ismailism, not your father like her husband's. Now Salim Lalani has also uploaded new video. Salim Lalani. So you see, these are the things we have to do. But I don't agree to this way, and I don't agree to my ways also, but I had no choice. I had no choice. And they're going to, they were attacking, so I can't even answer properly. Can't find words, proper words at times. Struggling. And what? Thank you. No, no, I told someone that I don't thank people like this sarcastically and not mean it. Especially not a sister who I've known. Maybe strangers, like, on religious. Thank you. No, no. Should I thank you? Saklan Heather. And there could be a Shia in us, my second cousin. So I was worried about my principal, not knowing. You see, trusting these Shias also, like my family members, your cousins, and all, betrayed thoroughly then. If it is true what has been coming a little bit, okay, I told myself, if it's against me, like I was willing, I was like, okay, I'm dead. Why should I fight this? Let me die. So something else was saying, no, get up, fight for your life. Right? So then I would get up. In Karachi, also year 2000, like before year 2000, I was like, at times you would, when not in college. In college, I was up and about walking, but at home, it was like on the footpath. Flies are on me. There are times I can't remove it. I can't move. So whatever made me go to college, that was my principal, God's gift to me, that I didn't want to much. I didn't give my principal too many feelings, in the card or something. thank you, you've been great, and like that. And I wouldn't even sign for her at times, like with love, love always. No, I would sign yours until you need me. I stopped signing love, love. See, I think if I'm not mistaken, on her, like she got something, award as the principal of St. Joseph's College. She got some award, so I bought a big card, like the students were imitating the past students, and then we tell the all get it signed from all the students, a card for her, big one, congratulate her. So in that card, I did I put love with quotation, or like I would rather put. I started to put yours only until you want me, until you want me, yours, until not even love at times love, at times like that. I don't know if it's a love or what it was, but yours until you want me, until I'm convenient for you. Then I should understand when she discards me. But no, I started to, in year 2000, make a big, spoiled brat type madness. In college, I really meant that song, Indian song for her. Ur ke kai chai mita do, chai chala do. What? Chai mita do, chai bana do. मर भी गए तो देंगे दुआएं. उर उर के कहेगी खाक सना. So खाक from my grave, because now I want myself to be cremated. But before that, I was a Shia, right? So what I meant, ur ur ke kahegi खाक सना, from my grave. So no complaint. Respect your principle, no matter what. Even if she turns cold on you. And I told her, Miss, you're convened. What do you want to do with me? She said, What do I want? What shall I do with you? I said, You can throw me outside, out this window, or office window, right? So that's, and I meant it. Like, if she throws me, then don't complain. Let me see. Was I testing her? Or did I really mean it? Of course, she's not going to do that. So I had to tell her, See, I'm here until you want me. So when I become an inconvenience for you, then leave me. But that thing, that grace went away somehow. It wasn't in my hands. It slipped away in year 2000. Before that, also, when you see, in college, I never used to complain, like call my therapist, cry, and say, no, no. But one time I did. That is after college, I think, when I thought she had called me something in the, anyways. So you see, it may not be her, because whatever she called me, she denied. She said, No, I didn't call you that. But lecturers for you. And lecturers in London, they used to call me princess. अच्छी अच्छों के बड़ी बात नहीं कि like maybe someone's prayer, but I could have gone and slept with someone, right, in London, who I loved. But our story was like this. He made it easy for me. So I shared these. So this Salim Lalani's on Ismaili's, and I'm going somewhere else. Sorry. So what's that? Meri Mehbooba. Uh, the song. I have to take some time to remember the song. Can't remember. Can you believe it? If I heard her say lecturers in the ex-St. Josephine's College's reunion in Pearl Continental we had, and she had come in 1999, I think March, where Miss Zahra Habib was also the organizer. She was selling souvenirs, you know, her college mug and all this. I bought a mug, Meri Mehbooba. So only Mrs. Munira Gulzar came. Her sisters didn't come, her niece didn't come to that ex-St. Josephine College's reunion. Yes, Meri Mehbooba songs. So, lecturers for you and holding myself from the one I loved in London. And you see, we didn't elope, nothing like this, or sleep together. No, no. Yeah, from this movie, there's a song where he says, Udari Tero, stay there. But they didn't elope, but oh, birthdays. This is a song. I should search it like this. Birthdays. ये भी मोहब्बत है वो भी मोहब्बत है. Lecherous. Just putting her arm around her for the picture. Lecherous. She called me. So our another ex-student there who took my picture, Uzma. No, Uzma. She was also the council member. She was there also, ex-student of St. Joseph's College, and her friend, our ex-student also, and I was an ex-student too of St. Joseph's College. I had come from London in time to go to this reunion college. Zara Sethi was standing there, and Uzma took the picture, and then Zara Sethi smiled and said, "It backfired." However, when I went to the principal after some 8 years here, she told me that she didn't say this. So it could be some demon, you know, like they tried to ruin my relationship with my principal, me saying something inappropriate to her or a sister. Then she called and said, you don't come for the walks now to my place. I said, okay. Over the phone, and I didn't need, because I had told her in college, whenever it's convenient for me, you leave me without giving me a reason. So when she called, I said, okay. I didn't ask her for the reason why. Don't come to my house for the walks anymore, once a month, right? I used to go there for the walks with them in the house. Okay, this is my personal thing. So, who actually, when I joined college, someone was trying to work against me, and the college rules changed. And so the sports teacher told me to leave because, my age and all. Ernestine knew my age, so she knew Mrs. Blossom, the sports teacher, and she recommended me as my sports teacher in St. Michael's to Mrs. Blossom, the sports teacher of St. Joseph's College. Then the rules changed. So someone in the educational ministry did something when I joined St. Joseph's College to change the rules and then send someone. It's very easy to send someone in St. Joseph's College. When you're local, you just have to pay like, a few 100 rupees for a year for the whole year being a student there. They tried to mess up my principal, and they even sent someone. You see the driver who jumped over who had come to us now, and he told me he used to work. So during the time when I joined St. Joseph's College, he started to work for Mrs. Munira Gulzar and her sisters and house niece in their house, right? Although her husband lived with her parents' house, right? Oh, so this is a big story. This like someone I suspected later on because he Hosu type iska. Like Saima Peer was very friendly and all this, but with me, like I could see there's something like Alitium, like one of my family members would be a relative, um, Hosu type, like about so arrogant, Alitim. So Alitim, I suspected was installed. Like I don't know how this happened. Maybe like this Lalu Keti, Lalu Ket from Lalu Ket. So someone is like made and Alitim found out about her youngest son that he likes music and he wants to form a band, music band, Lalu Keti. EIA. EIA or FBI? Lalu Keti. Where's that guy? Even looks a bit like Alitim, his hair and yeah, so someone I can't find him. Maybe FBI. So this going in America, right? And Alitim then had some like he went to Canada. Kamran Faridi. That's this one. Laluket. Kamran life. Laluket to FBI, right? This one. Hmm. A little bit his hair and all looks like someone. Oh, I and about the principal, like from my side, someone giving her nuksan. I was so protective about her. Oh, so I had to take a chance, pass things like that. And I even followed her because they said this is a new driver, and this driver then came to our house, and his name was Khizr, and he jumped over the wall and went because they had a male, our neighbor, maid, female maid, neighbor. Our neighbor complained, and we had to ask him to leave, and he's not leaving. He's saying, "No, no, I don't want to leave. Please keep me here," and all this. Hey, Baba, leave her. So we don't like complain to the police or anything. We just asked him to leave. The driver who worked for the principal. Oh, that's why. You see, when I overheard them saying that it's the new driver, that's why I followed her. Them, the niece, the sister, and her in the car. They went to paper market after college, and they must be thinking, "Oh my God, this is best." Now she's the same, and she's coming after us. And another time before that, I had to walk all the way to school where they took the car from college, her sister. She went to school, and there, so I had to go walk all the way, and I'm sitting outside while she's with the nun in St. Joseph's School, Mrs. Munira Guzar, the principal then of St. Joseph's College. And I had to show her a magazine, something outside, riots or something for that. So I had to, ask her if I can follow her to her house again. And then there was rain also, and this time I said, I tried convince her in her car that the too much rain and with my car, I'm coming with you. It was raining, and her car wipers were not working. They were making the squeaky sound, so she put it off. And she wants to go alone in the car. Although I knew from Ernestine that she drives, her car didn't stop in the rain. She dropped all of them safely home. I said, I'm not, I didn't tell her this, but I said, I'm not letting her go alone. All this, and for that I get. So there are people who want to harm you, hurt you. There is spiritual, even ill will can get to you. You believe it or not. But I've experienced, oh, don't tell me. If I start with this, it will never end. So I better go now. Okay. So please understand, this is my case. I can't like the others. Even my channel, and it's about my case too. And so trust. So good God, कितना incapacitate कर लिया है. So, anyways, and after the truth. So thank God for this. God gave me the God or Abu Dhabi or UAE, where dreams come true, good dreams come true, right? I cannot thank them enough. So I leave you now with this video. Thank you so much, Raju, Manish, Ree, Ganraj, for your hello here and being here as long as you were here. Really appreciate it. And those here and those who will come later and watch this, thank you so much. And I appreciate your time, your attention you've given here. Oh, and before I go, what shall I do? It's for Iran. This is the small thing I can do. I could not stand by and see the bloodshed. Oh, so let's play this. Tears of blood for Iranian people. Don't take lives. Sorry, excuse me. So who's going to go in help Iran, please? Someone. Thank you so much.